Bruh, I swear, some snacks are just painfully underrated. Some snacks that are like a solid 7 out of 10 just either get slept on or hated on by people, and I just don't understand why. Take banana candy for an example. Not this specific kind of banana candy, but just banana flavored candy in general. Banana candy is not that bad, yet it gets hated on by so many people. Not gonna lie, I would put banana candy at the same level as green apple candy, which is one of my favorites, by the way. People like to argue that it doesn't really taste like a banana. And that is true, but that's only because it wasn't modeled after the modern day banana. It was modeled after a banana popular in the early 1900s to 1960s, known as the Big Mike banana. On top of that, people say that the Big Mike banana tastes better than the modern day banana due to it being more flavorful and sweeter. The only reason we switched to the less flavorful modern day banana is because the Big Mike banana was nearly wiped out due to the Panama disease, making it commercially unavailable. Meaning that we had to start eating bananas that were resistant to the Panama disease. The only reason we switched to the modern day banana is because we had to, not because we wanted to. The Big Mike banana was better. To summarize all of that, the only reason banana candy doesn't taste like what you think a banana should taste like is because it tastes like the better version of a banana. I rest my case. But then again, it's still just my opinion. It's up to you to decide whether you like banana candy or not. Moving on to the next underrated snack, which is mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's just good. I don't understand the hate behind it. Honestly, hot take, it's on the same level as cookies and cream. For me, it's gotta be one of the top tier ice creams. A lot of people say that it tastes like toothpaste. Like, dude, have you ever even had mint chocolate chip ice cream? It does not taste like toothpaste. I don't know what kind of toothpaste you have, but I want it now, because it must taste really good. I mean, come on, seriously though, it's not like every mint-flavored thing tastes like toothpaste. Enough of that, it's time to talk about the next underrated snack, which is those seaweed sheet snack things. This one isn't hated like the first two, but it's severely underrated. I never see anyone eating these things. I don't know why seaweed snacks aren't on the same level of popularity as popcorn at this point, because these things are just amazing. They're salty, they're flavorful, all while not even being that unhealthy. The only downside is, I assume they're really high in sodium. But that's the only real downside I can think about. You could eat like 10 full containers of this stuff, and you would feel like you barely ate anything. That's what's so amazing about seaweed snacks is you don't really have to ration them like you have to do with other snacks. Like, take for example potato chips. You can't just sit there and eat an entire bag and not feel full afterwards. But with seaweed snacks, you could just eat them until you don't want to anymore. Okay, that's enough about seaweed snacks. It's time to move on to the next underrated snack, which is sour gummy worms. Sour gummy worms are so looked over when it comes to sour candy. I don't care about your toxic waste. I don't care about your Sour Patch Kids. Sure, Sour Patch Kids are pretty good, but sour gummy worms are like 2 times better. But with toxic waste though, it's just way too much, I swear. When I'm eating candy, I want it to actually be enjoyable. I don't want the inside of my cheek to start dissolving, which actually happened to me one time. The trolley sour gummy worms though, the perfect level of sourness, the perfect level of sweetness, and the perfect texture. Plus, on top of that, you get 2 flavors in one, and you don't even have to eat them combined together. You can eat them separated too. Sour gummy worms are the most versatile of all of the sour candies, and no one can change my mind on that. Alright, it's time for the last underrated snack of today's video, which is Kettle cooked chips. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say, they're just as good as normal chips. But people tend to just overlook Kettle cooked chips, and a lot of times they don't even consider buying them. For me, just having the option between Kettle cooked and normal chips is just always nice to have. If you ever get tired of normal chips, you could switch it up, have some crunchier Kettle cooked chips. If you ever get tired of those, you could go back to normal chips. You know, it's just really nice to have some variety. You just can't go wrong with them. I guess that's all I really have to say about Kettle cooked chips. They're just another pretty solid option to consider when deciding what kind of chips you're gonna get. Well guys, that's all I really have to talk about when it comes to these 5 snacks that I consider to be underrated. As always, you have a right to your own opinion. Eat what you like, no one's gonna stop you. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. And also, join the Discord using the link in my channel's description. But on that note, I'm out. Peace.